Hey there, hon. So I figured I would regret it if I didn't do this, but I'm having a little trouble with it. Okay, now I think I've got this, more or less. Trying to drive this little swan paddle wheel thing. And I was having trouble with the rudder, or at least trouble figuring out how to do the rudder. Anyway, you might have guessed from the rest of my letter to you that I'm wandering around seeing all this stuff and wondering, well, there are things that I don't have time to do, that I didn't have time to do, and that I regret, or might regret, not doing. I saw this one from the hotel window and thought, is this something I want to do? Am I gonna go, geez, I wish I'd done that when I had the chance? I almost thought to myself at this point, like, again, isn't this what you do on vacation? You pay for these silly little things that you'd never do. Although that's not quite true now, is it? We did this once for Daniel's birthday when we went to Twin Lakes. Had a great time then. I forget which birthday it was. 5th, 6th, 7th. I think it was still in the 90s in any event. Everything went well apart from that one fender bender in the parking lot. But otherwise, beautiful day. Fed the ducks corn and stuff like that. Watched the golfers hit their drives. Don't know why Daniel wanted to do that, but it was a fun time and we never did it again. And I don't know why. Now it feels like we're almost too old to. But when the opportunity presents itself, you might as well just go for it while you have the chance. So here I am. I could probably see my room from here if I recognized it. They all kind of look the same at this point. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. I'm not in it anymore. Heck, somebody may have checked in already, for all I know. So I've got an hour at this, and I'm not really going to talk the whole time, but at least you get a sight of this going on. At this point, I've barely got an hour before I'm going to get picked up outside the hotel, so it's nice to be right here. I'm not going to have time to get on this and do the Ferris wheel, but it's not like I haven't done it before. Who knows, maybe I will go on the one in Shimizu again, only this time I'll take video instead. They're not kidding about this being a workout, but there's something to be said for it. Oh wow, this goes around a lot farther than I thought it did. I thought it was just out in front of the hotel, but it goes all the way around it, or at least most of the way around it. And then of course there's this island over here. Meanwhile, I better get back to focusing on steering, or I'm gonna run into something. It's not sightseeing. I almost feel bad about that. But at the same time, this is something you don't get to do every day either, even though the options do exist. And now at least I don't have to say that I regret not doing it. So there's that. It really is a beautiful day. Starting to get actually a little warm. I am getting my workout in, though there is sort of a feeling like I'm realizing that no matter what I do now, I'm not going to get a chance to keep track of my weight. I may ask the cabin steward if they might have some kind of scale that I can check on a regular basis, or if they have something that can add to the room. I don't know. Maybe they'll have something in the fitness center. In any event, I'll definitely have to look into it. Oh dear. Looks like I can't go this way. No boats under bridge. All right, so I need to go around the island. This will be interesting. Make sure that I don't crash into anybody else. I'm fighting against the current here, it seems, or maybe against the wind. I'm not sure which. I was going to try and show you the island to the side, but I think I'm a little too close to it. Yep, way too close for my own good. So now that I've gotten a little bit more of a distance, I'm going to start going away from it. Still, quite the adventure. Wish you could be here. Really do. Anyway, like to think Megumi would like this someday. Who knows? Just seems like the sort of thing to take a date on. You know that we've had anime that have this scene in it right there. That and the Ferris wheel, which I'm still debating about. Let's see what kind of time we've got. And it is right across the street. So we'll see what goes on. Again, kind of don't want to go through and say, oh man, I wish I did this or that when I was here. I mean, you accept that there's some things you just don't have time for. I mean, heck, any location you go to, it's either you choose one short excursion or another, and there's nothing you can do about the rest of them. But you pay your money and you take your chance, as the saying goes. I'm just realizing I'm 20 minutes into this thing, and I'm already starting to get tired, and I'm already getting to the end of the pond. I know when I was looking out on this place and seeing this side of it from the elevators, I thought to myself, gosh, this pond is awfully small, really. And that's all the area that you're allowed to play in on these things. The fact of the matter is, it takes all this time to get across in this thing. If this was any larger, you'd never have the chance to explore it in the given amount of time, and you'd wear yourself out. Indeed, I'm wearing myself out already, and I've barely been at this for 20 minutes. I still get this for another 40. So I guess you could say I could go a lot further if I didn't run out of steam, but there aren't that many people who have enough steam to get here even, so. Although there is one paddle boater who's made it out here as well as myself. But by and large, there really aren't that many here. There really isn't that much more to do but head in. But it's going to take me quite some time to get back. I may have burned off a full 40 minutes just to get back to the dock. I don't think that's one of the paddle boats. Actually, that's one of my other regrets, I suppose. I had one of these harbor cruise things. I probably showed you a picture of that in my letter to you. But yeah, if I'd not spent the time soaking my shoe, all that dirt I picked up last night, I might have had time to do that if I'd a mind to. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they don't run at night. Maybe they're a longer trip than I would have been willing to go on. Who knows? But the fact that I don't know is sort of what gets under my skin. It's like, would I have wished I'd have done it? Maybe. Maybe if I'd have known. Now it's a little too late to decide. And the decision's been made for me. A little bit of a pocket veto, if you will. And here we go. Oh, wow, this thing's noisy. So, like I said, no regrets. I'm gonna try and do whatever there is to do. And this is gonna be fun. I'm up on top of the Ferris wheel here. They decided to dangle me up here at the top, it seems. Don't know if I get just the one-time round. That does seem to be fairly standard stuff. A good chance to get a look around. All the way around Long Beach Harbor. I do not know if I can see the ship from here, though. I'm sure it's gotten in, but that's 6 miles away. There's only so far this thing can see. There may be even more to get there to San Pedro. I don't know. But at least I can see it. Or at least I'm getting as big a view as I can get. Yeah, I'm dangling a little bit. here's the rest of Long Beach on the other side, most of which it seems like I've walked through. Still can't believe I fell for this bridge being a roller coaster. It does look like one, and it doesn't help that it's right next to this Ferris wheel. Oh well, such are the disadvantages of being a tourist. The locals would obviously know better. Well, that's about it. It's a very short ride, but here I am. No regrets. Oh, I get another time around. Lovely. I guess I should have known, but it felt like so long that I was up there that seemed like they were giving me the full treatment by being there. Although, who knows? Maybe they found another customer. So I get a little bit more time on here. That's great. I don't have a problem with that. I've still got nearly an hour to kill before I have to be at the hotel, and it's just behind me, isn't it? Yes, indeed. There it is. Just spotting it now. Now to just sit back and enjoy the ride, rather than worry about having something to say the whole time. This is actually quite lovely. Not having to be too concerned over when I have to get out. And once again, I don't have to get out. They are making sure I get my money's worth. So, anyway, I'm gonna head back to the dock, and I've certainly filmed enough footage and talked long enough to you. I'm gonna let you go. Keep an eye on me, honey. The seat's still open for you. And wish me luck. I'm gonna need it.